Hey, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into December Daily 2024. And this is the album. It's another 6 by 8. It is the Red Velvet from scrapbook.com. You open it up. It has the gold hardware, and then it's a binder style 2-post in there. There you can see the embossing from scrapbook.com. This is my third year using this album. I've done a green one and a pink one in the past, and I just love the way they look. While we're looking at my album, here are some of the supplies I'm going to be using this year. We have word strips and die cuts and what are these called? Just fun word phrases from L Studio this year. I also have the cards from L Studio, the puffy hearts, and I grabbed their calendar again this year. I kind of love the repeating elements and that it ties all of my years together while all being unique. But I'm going to flip through. I believe L Studio calls them journaling tags, but um, these are the 3x4s. Lots of cute designs and options this year, some new ones. And as I was going through this, I noticed there were a couple that the theme is the same as previous years, but it's a new design. Like there's the Christmas concert one and this currently one, and then notes from Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The artwork on this one is really similar to the tag that they had last year. So lots of fun designs. I'm going to put some of them to the side because I think there are some that I'm definitely going to use and some that I probably won't use. So I'm going to kind of divide a couple of these out on these 4x6s just like I did with the 3x4s because I have some ideas for them. I also grabbed the, let's see here, got a little bit of a mess. I'm going to put everything aside. And then we can take a look at some of the other new items that I grabbed this year, like some sequins. We have holly. This one's a red and green mix. And then we have the snow globe one, which is like iridescent white. These are from scrapbook.com as well. I really like these two mixes. This year is really kind of a traditional red and green for me. I grabbed ribbon from Ali Edwards and these red and green and white wooden stars as well. So this is the new stuff that I have. Like I said, I'm leaning more towards a traditional red and green color scheme, and I'm gonna grab my basket. This is my basket for organizing December Daily. I go through it when I started December Daily and when I ended December Daily, and then kind of organize what I'm going to use each year. I have this little zipper pouch that I keep all of the papers in that are leftovers from years past. There are inside the pocket 6x8 papers. I have 3x4s. I have 3x8s. I have 3x6, 2x3, pretty much any size imaginable that fits 6x8 and below. I tuck into this zipper pouch. It kind of just keeps things super easy. I'm going to add in these that I don't think I'm going to use or don't have a story idea. That way they are tucked in. I know where they will be because they're extras. I also have various page protector size in here to the two 4x6s, the 2x2s, the 4 sets of 3x4s, and then the mix of the 3x4 and 4x6. I also have, oh, there's one of my planning pages from prep day. I sketched a note. Usually I print one of the planners or organizers that Linda shares on the December Daily blog, but I did not do that this year. But I wanted to keep some notes. So here's one of those calendars that I just mentioned. And I just didn't print it this year. I also have some of my sketches on my iPad, which is nice because it syncs with my phone and I can add story ideas on the go. I have labels from last year from Elle Studio, this new stamp from Ali Edwards. It's new to me. I don't know that it's new to her shop. More December Daily supplies, the silk screens from a few years ago that were designed by Jasmine Jones, random black stickers, and then I'm going to start tucking, lots of word strips. I have lots of sheets of word strips, and then some smaller stamp sets from the last couple of years. I think there's Felicity Jane in there and in a creative bubble as well. And then those cards that I just tucked in. These are from last year from Elle Studio as well, and it just says on this day in December. I like that they are just a simple December themed journaling card. We have some washies tucked in here. And then date stamps. See. I had talked throughout the whole filming of this, and then there was some weird sounds in the background, so I'm doing a voiceover. I can't remember where I was. But some leftover die cuts from previous years in a little organizer, and then I have a little booklet tucked in my hand that are like washi squares. It came from this month's December Cocoa Daisy, not December Daily. Cocoa Daisy, I get the creative kit. I also got this card in here from Cocoa Daisy, and I'm going to plan to use it, I think, on the winter solstice. So I tucked that right in front. That way I know where it is. And I'm just going to kind of organize all of this year's supplies into this box. I really liked these die cuts that I got from Elle Studio. Some of the sentiments are repeated between those word strips and the little phrases, but I really like that. I also still have this Park Lane Holiday Pine paper pad that I got last year, and I'm going to use that as we jump into setting up my intro page. I am going to apologize because I was a little too far zoomed in and tilted up, and so part of my process is going to be off the frame, and I don't realize it until I was reviewing it, but I still wanted to share. You can still see most of my thought process, and it's recorded, and you'll see how I work through this. It's just a little smidge off. So I am starting with this December 2024 die cut that came from the Elle Studio die cut pack. I have the links in the description. Last I checked, they were all available. I'm going through some of those word strips that also came from Elle Studio to see if any of them fit the theme of what I'm kind of feeling for my December daily. I don't always do a reason why page, and I might actually do one this year. I haven't decided. I have one sketched. I just don't know how it's going to flow in the opening part of my album, but it's might be planned. And so I'm looking for joy and appreciating the joy that's in my life and the joy that December brings. I, like I said, I'm going to go through a couple of these and see which ones I like. They all have really cute sentiments, and the ones that I pulled out reference joy of some sort. I'm going through the wooden stars and kind of deciding where I want to put them. The background paper is a really greenish gray color with the little speckles that look like snow and then the silhouette of trees. And so I decided I'm going to trim it so that the December is closer to the tree line. And then I'm going to grab those older chipboard stars from December Daily and use them as tree toppers, and then use a little red star on the edge of the December 2024. And now that I have a general idea of how I want everything laid out and the placement of the embellishments, I am going to put away some of the extras that are hanging around on my desk and get started on trimming the rest of this paper down. It is, I believe the end result for this sheet is like 8.25 by 7. The real frustrating thing about different manufacturers and using different supplies is that sometimes the measurements or dimensions are not all the same. So some of my page protectors are between 8.25 and 8.5 inches tall and between 6.75 and 7 inches wide. And even the Elle Studio calendar that I'm going to put on the back of this page can be off a little bit. So I just kind of eyeball it and use what looks best for my products. So this December 2024 calendar sheet is a little taller than the inside of a 6x8 pocket, but it's also more narrow than the pocket as well. So I still wanted it to have a border on this title page. So I'm just kind of leaving it this weird sizing. But it works for the album, it works for my title page. One last kind of positioning before I glue or tape everything down. Again, we have those two little stars on top of the tree. Just off the corner is going to be this red wood veneer star with that word strip underneath it. Again, I apologize that I am off the edge of the camera view, but I will put the still photo at the end as well, and you'll see it again when I get it into my album. For now, though, I'm going to flip it over and put the calendar sheet into place. I think I'm going to use this again as a table of contents of sorts. I like seeing kind of the representation of each of the stories that I've told in the little calendar spaces, and it's just a good reminder of the stories that I told and the joy that is in our life. So you can kind of see right there a really good look at it. I've popped or punched my holes and we're placing it in. Here you can see how cute it looks. Thank you for following along. Like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.